Dave Velasquez, the assistant coach for the Aztecs, on with us now. And, Coach, do you agree with Seth, what he's saying? Hey, man, we're able to find a little bit more offense. This team could really do some things down the road in Mountain West tournament and also maybe even into the NCAA tournament.
I would say that's a fair comment out of Coach Greenberg. I think any team, when they make shots, covers up a lot of wounds and definitely puts a Band-Aid on anything going on out there when you make shots. We've done a pretty good job of that. You know, I think since January 1st and Mike May, we have the best SID in the country, says, you know, we're a top 10 three-point field goal percentage team since January 1st. So that's, you know, we're 6 weeks in, and, you know, we've been shooting the ball okay. Obviously, some teams are going to have some off nights. We had an off night up at Boise, but we shot the ball pretty well last week, and we can hope to continue to have the same success on the road tonight.
Coach, do you think when you go back and you look at the game versus Arizona to where you are right now, the team's improved and the team's matured?
Yeah, we have, and you know, every team continues to get better throughout the year, but we've really done a good job of trying to simplify what we're trying to do offensively. And defensively, we're a team that will always try to play hard, will always make you hard for you to score on any of your set plays. And tonight is a huge challenge for us to get back in transition on the road and to also play as hard as we do at home for 40 minutes. And we live off that Viejas Arena crowd. That crowd is sensational. We all know it. But when we go on the road, we need our 13 guys to band together and get it done.
What makes New Mexico so difficult to team up with and play against? And again, like I said before I brought you on, it's truly one of the toughest arenas to go into. I don't care what conference you're in. You roll into that place. Cameron Indoor doesn't have that much on that place. It's always tough. I've always heard every coach say that when they roll in to New Mexico.
It is. It's a special environment. It's the kind of environment you'd want to play in. The Pit has the history of being one of the hardest places to win in the country. However, the thing that really makes New Mexico hard to play at the Pit is they run better at home. They are lightning fast. They make shots in transition. They offensive rebound. That's the first part. The second part is they're a really well-coached team. They're organized. They know what they're looking for on both ends of the ball. And so for us, we have a huge challenge because to get back on the road and a little bit of altitude, and when you're not making shots, to get back in transition to get stops, that takes a championship effort. And that's our goal, is to win the Mountain West Conference. We're right there, but we got to get it done tonight to take one step up the ladder to get the job done.
Dave Velasquez, the assistant coach of the Aztecs here on San Diego Sports Leader, the Mighty 1090. When I say 10 years or more, or 10 years of winning 20 games or more, what does that mean to you on what this Aztec program has become?
It's even hard to describe in words how that sounds to anybody that's been around for the whole duration. You know, I remember Brandon Heath's sophomore year where we won 11 games. I was here for that. And now to see that since 10 years of 20 wins or more, that is the definition of a high-level college basketball program. And Coach Fisher and staff have done a great job of growing that. We've also done it with a lot more people outside of our office, the community, the university, the fans. It's just been sensational on how the program has grown in those past 10 years. And we all know it's the hottest ticket in town now. But I don't think everybody understands how important that is for the success of the program.
Dave, and what I dig about you guys so much, and I see why players want to play for you and the program, each year, and I think I brought this up a little bit last week with Coach Fisher, and I brought it up with you, I even think, too. But, you know, every year it just seems that it's a different group. It's a different type of guy. You guys adjust to the players that you have. I can't tell you as an ex-athlete how many times I see the coaches try to jam their system, try to jam their mentality, don't form around the talent they have, and you don't go anywhere. I think the success level of what you guys do, you look at the group you have this year, you probably go a little bit more deeper this year than you had last year even, I would say. Is that fair? I mean, you look at what you guys have done, it's really a testament on how you get these guys to play.
Yeah, we appreciate that, and there's no question that we have the deepest team we've ever had in Coach Fisher's tenure here at San Diego State. With that being said, there's guys on this team that I feel like are still ready for a breakout game. Malik Pope had one at Colorado State. You know, we can go all the way back to the Pittsburgh game in Maui where Trey Kell was sensational. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Trey Kell with a huge monster game. You know, Winston Shepard this past week comes out. He averages 18-point-something points a game last week. You know, J.J. O'Brien is scoring 18 points in a game, I think, the last 4 games. And so for us to have the ability to have guys with a breakout game any night is really kind of a testament to not only our guys, but always try to getting our guys better. The development of our guys, making sure they're always ready. You know, last time we played New Mexico, Angelo Ochoa has 8 first-half points. He could have 10 tonight. And so for us, it's a huge stepping stone to have that depth and to be able to call on so many different guys on any given night to come out and get the job done. And I can tell you this, there's not very many teams in the country that can do that. Absolutely. Tonight, be a 7 o'clock tip right here on the Mighty 1090. Go get them, Coach. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, Dan.